Hi there, BookTube. My name is Christina and welcome to the last, I promise, the last video for this year in which I'm unhauling books. And this is the second part of my ebooks, kinda. I went through my second e-reader and I decided to delete some of the books. So the very first thing that I need to tell you before starting is that I own a bunch of books that are kinda indie, by small, kind of known authors that usually sell only through Amazon, and known maybe isn't the right term in this case, but kind of less well-known authors. And those, I left them all on my Kindle, and I will in the future film some try a first chapter and decide what to do with those. But there are some very well-known or kinda known books that I decided to directly delete from my ebook reader because I'm not interested anymore, or I don't even remember why I have them. Yes, I have even that case. And so without further ado, let me get into this list of books. The very first thing that I decided to do is to delete all of the books that I owned from the Wicked Lovely series by Melissa Marr. I believe that I reread this year the first one, or re-listened, probably in this case. And honestly speaking, I've never thought about it anymore. I'm not interested in it. It was a typical YA paranormal kind of fantasy story in which there was a boy and a girl and he's fae and she's kind of special and wherever. I wasn't interested anymore. Even if it's not badly written, it's kind of still resists to the test of time, I believe. It's not horrible in that way, but I just don't have the desire to go on with this series, so I deleted that one. Then I have a non-fiction, it's How to Be a Woman, that I owned as an ebook, then I tried as an audiobook, and in both cases it just wasn't for me. I tried, I started it, but it's supposed to be, I believe, funny, but not really for me. It wasn't doing anything, so I don't want to go on reading things that I'm not more than completely loving right now, so I decided to delete that one too. Next is a book that I got some time ago. It was kinda popular. It's Room, and this is the story, kinda horrible story, because it's the story of a mother and her son, and they're literally living in a room because she was kidnapped and she kind of gave birth to this boy and lived with him in that room for forever. And so you may understand that the story is kinda so I know that probably it has more lighter tones, like what it means to rediscover life and to gain freedom and so on, but with those premises I really didn't want something like that in my library anymore, so I deleted that one. Next, I have two contemporaries, and they were Billy and Me at Christmas or something like that. I don't know why I got those. It was years ago. I probably was just into something light and cute and funny, and maybe it was for free through BookBud. I don't remember. I always forget how to pronounce that. So I'm not interested anymore. It's about a girl and a famous actor getting together, but really have no interest. So bye-bye. Next, I deleted two graphic novels, the first volume and the kind of 0.5 volume that I bought, and just because I bought them together as a bundle, and it was kind of probably around €1.50, so nothing too special. I tried it. Very beautiful artwork, very strange story, and it was nomen omen. It was in Italian, so I don't think that it's been translated, and just wasn't for me. I don't know. I decided to delete it. Next, I have a YA contemporary romance story, I believe, and it's The Geek's Guide to Unrequited Love. I didn't even remember that I owned that one. So I decided to give it away. It's about a 16 years old boy, and I don't know, I'm not in the mood. You already know it. I'm not in the mood for like YA intended as the protagonist is also under 18 years old, just because it's a middle grade and then I adore it, or it's full teenager and then I start having issues. I don't know, I'm just in that phase. So I decided to delete it, even because the story itself wasn't like doing anything for me, so I deleted it. Then I have 3 books that I actually owned as ebooks just because a friend kind of borrowed me those, and they were the first 3 books in the Hercule Poirot series by Agatha Christie, and I decided that I will give it a try and listen to it, because I'm really getting that feel that all the stories that are more like thriller-like or more mystery-like, or just have that element of murder mystery in it, I really enjoy listening to it because it's even more creepy that way. And I know that Agatha Christie's books, they are not creepy at all, but the idea of mystery and murder mystery kind of goes under that same genre for me, and I just would love to listen to it. It makes me feel even more cozy and, I don't know, just perfect for autumn and winter. So I will be listening to those but not reading the ebooks. So those went away. Then I had to make a tough decision, and I decided to delete the whole series of Aragon by Christopher Paolini. So I owned the second, the third as ebooks. The first one, I still own it at my parents' house as a physical book, and I was kind of indecisive about that one, if I will keep it or if I will give it away. But I believe that I will give it away at the end, because I read the first one. It was written horribly. I don't know what it is, but in Italian it's like reading, literally like reading a book written by a 14-year-old boy, and he was probably around that age, or maybe 18 years old when he wrote that one, and wasn't for me. I enjoy the idea behind it, but to read those books, I know that he grew up while writing those, and so it's supposed to be better and better, but I don't want to. So I deleted it. Then I have a mystery, a book that I don't even know why I own, and it was called Numerology. Why I have it? What happened to me? Why I decided that it was for me? No idea at all, so I deleted it. And then I have a bunch of books again that I just deleted because once upon a time I was interested, but now not anymore. And then we have Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, and I have to admit that probably I have some issues with Rainbow Rowell. I'm not a huge fan. Not that I have issues, but I'm not a huge fan, so nope. Then Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. No, don't know even why I got that one back in the days. Then I'll Meet You There. I even forgot that I had that one. The Girls. And The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. This last one I decided to delete it because I read a couple of books by Patrick Ness and I wasn't in love with neither, so I believe that it's just me and that author, we don't kind of click, so I decided to finally delete it. And yes, these are all of the books that I completely deleted from my ebook. So now, again, as always, I'm feeling lighter and happier because now I can really focus on the books that I'm more excited to read. Of course, there are books that I'm very excited to read and some so and so, but I will slowly work my way through all of 2021 and we'll go through each book and see chapter by chapter if I want to delete it or to keep it. But for now, even like that, I'm very satisfied. It was a huge effort that I made. It took me forever, but now finally I unhauled all of what wasn't making me happy anymore. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you're doing something similar during this period, if you're considering doing something like that at the beginning of next year. and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye! Ciao!